Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today I wanted to talk to you about this concept, and the title of this video is going to be This is What Trying Too Hard Looks Like. And so this came up in the group coaching as I was interacting with somebody, and they seemed like they were just getting frantic, and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm doing this, and it's not working, and I don't know why it's not working. I'm doing all the right things, and I'm trying harder, and so let's take a breath. This also came up in the group coaching tonight. When I do this, I'm not doing it to annoy the people who are like, get to the point, Dan. What I'm encouraging you to do is slow down, relax your body so that you can breathe. The reason for it: when you're in a relaxed body, breathing comfortably, your brain, consciously, subconsciously, will perceive, I guess we're good. Look, he's relaxed, he's breathing comfortably. If you're tight and tense and breathing shallow, your brain has no choice but to perceive that something bad's going on, because look at Dan, he's all tense and tight and breathing shallow. So when I encourage you to relax your body and allow the breath to slow down, deepen, it's because that is one of the most simple ways of conveying safety to the brain. Walking around like this all day doesn't work. And it goes directly to the subconscious. You don't have to say a word, just relax your body so that you can breathe. So, the topic. This is what trying too hard looks like. So again, had somebody in the group program who was really struggling, and their symptoms were up. They were saying, well, I'm doing the breath work, I'm trying to relax, I'm talking to my brain, I'm doing the right things, Dan, I'm trying to live my life. Nothing's working, the symptoms are going up, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And so how do I change this? How do I shift it? What's going on? And they're getting more and more frantic. That's not an insulting term, but just observing. It seemed like they were working themselves up into a lather, just trying, like, what do I do? I'm trying everything I know what to do, and it's not working, so let me try something else. And right, you can see how quickly many of us work ourselves up into a frenzy trying too hard. And I said, take a breather, let's step back. The analogy I came up with is this. Imagine yourself standing in a creek. It's a nice summer day, the creek water is cool, it feels good on your bare feet. You're looking down, you can see your toes in the water. It's only about 6 inches deep. Everything is still and clear, and everything is great. Trying too hard is this. Imagine you move your feet and you stir up a little bit of the mud on the bottom of the creek. And all of a sudden you look down and you can't see your toes. And you're like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I can't see my toes. This is a problem. Well, maybe I should move my feet around to knock more of that mud and silt away from my feet so I can see my toes. And it's not working, and I can't see my toes. It's getting harder to see them. So let me reach down and splash some of that dirty water out of the way. Oh my goodness, that's not working either. I must be doing something wrong. Well, let me see if I can march in place and see if I can see my toes. And we get more and more frantic, trying to clear the water so that we can see our toes. Now, sometimes that frantic trying to clear the water is trying to fix our thinking, right? We view the muddy water as our negative thoughts or our fear, and we've got to get rid of that fear. How do I get rid of the fear? It's not working. It's just getting muddier and muddier and muddier. And sometimes our thinking and our fear gets more and more convoluted and congealed together. So what's the best way to not try too hard in the analogy of the stream? Well, how about this? Instead of getting more and more frantic trying to clear the muddy water, how about we just sit with it and stand still for a little bit? Let me just stop. Relax my body. Breathe. Look around at the beautiful water, beautiful people, the trees. Just realize sometimes we don't have to try to settle things down. And when we settle things down, the thinking and the fear settles down, just like the mud in the water. So imagine yourself, instead of frantically trying to get rid of the muddy water and making it muddier, like with our thinking and fear, what if we just stood still and allowed the cool water of the creek to allow that muddy water to drift away from us? Sure enough, if you settle down, if you settle yourself, all of that cloudy water settles as well. It drifts off. And now you're left with crystal clear water again, and you can see your toes again. So sometimes the best approach when you are in a state of high symptoms or frustration or fear or overthinking is not to try harder, is not to fluster around and try one thing after another and spend all day frantically trying to clear the water of all these negative thoughts and fears. Sometimes the best you can do is relax your body, breathe, and let things settle. Try it. You may find that is one of the fastest ways of regaining a feeling of I'm actually okay. Because when you relax your body and allow your breathing to slow down, your brain has no choice but to settle down with you, right? You can use your body to convey safety to the brain, right? This is not always a top-down approach. So I want you guys to think about this next time you find yourself in a little bit of a panic. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to kind of sit tight, stand still, lay down, still, relax your body, breathe. Trust that the muddy water around your feet will settle and drift away when you settle down and stop trying to frantically clear those negative thoughts and fears that make the water cloudy and dirty. I hope this analogy makes sense to you. This works for fears, works for emotions, works for thoughts. Trying too hard just makes the water muddier and less clear. Trying too hard with a mind-body approach, which is all about creating safety, can make you feel less safe, because the more you try and the less it's working, the more fear and panic you have because nothing's working. So I have to do something else. I have to try even harder because trying hard doesn't work. I got to try harder. You see how frantic we can get in being so desperate to facilitate a change and a decrease in the symptoms, when sometimes the best thing to do, relax, trust. It will pass. Symptoms will settle down when you do. Just like that muddy water in the creek. It will settle down and get back to crystal clear the sooner you settle down and stop frantically trying to get rid of the muddy water, which is just making it muddier. So I hope that makes sense. I shared this analogy today in the group. Seemed to be well received. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet a member or a subscriber on YouTube, click that red subscribe button. We're just about to cross over the 47K mark. Maybe it'll happen by the morning. Who knows? We're close. This close. If you're not a subscriber, join. Be a subscriber. If you want some help with this stuff, and if you'd like to participate in some of these group coaching calls and these conversations that can really help you, painfreeyougroup.com. Join, participate, ask questions. We had some really good conversations with some new members this week. And some people's eyes were opened and saying, ooh, okay, so maybe that's why I've been stuck. And here's some new ways of looking at this to shift my mindset, my belief system about what's going on. One conversation, one person, brand new, is starting to see their situation very differently after 4 years of symptoms. So give it some thought. Join the group if you'd like some additional help. And I will point out, a lot of people ask for help in the comments on YouTube, Facebook. I cannot coach anybody effectively through Facebook or YouTube comments. I can try, but I also can't get to everybody. So if you'd like some help, if you'd like some personal attention, join the group. You'll have 4 opportunities to talk to me every single week, 16 a month. So, love you folks. I'm going to wrap this up. It is now 10:15 on Wednesday night. Just got done 6 hours of group coaching today. Long day. But I love you, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, comment below, share it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like it on Facebook, or join the group if you want some direct help. So, love you all, and as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.